The show has baseball for you on a Friday night as you get a look at Chase Field in Phoenix. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series between the San Francisco Giants and the Arizona Diamondbacks. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. And here's how the visiting San Francisco Giants line up in this one. Eric Karros, who you focused on?
You know, I'm looking for a big performance out of that guy in that 6th spot. He's got that batting average over 300 on the season. A milestone any hitter would be proud of. Been aggressive at the right times, and he's not taking himself out of at-bats by swinging at bad pitches.
Ruby De La Rosa will be the one towing the rubber for the Diamondbacks. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, he's got a 2-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio, so he's throwing the ball pretty well. We'll see how that translates.
Number 23 will get his first shot down, and he's seen that average climb a bit here recently thanks to what he's done over the course of these last 5 ball games. De La Rosa pauses. First pitch on the way. And he'll miss the target away with the fastball. It's 1-0. EK, you take a look at this Diamondback ball club as they begin play here tonight. They'll look to make it 3 straight here as they come in on the heels of 2 straight wins.
Yeah, and you look back to that last game, you'll take production like that anytime you can get it. It makes a starter's life easier. Heck, it makes your...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Number 23 will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0.
Pretty good speed here coming out of that left-handed batter's box, so it's no sure thing that a ground ball means a double play.
A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
And we've seen guys swing at that 4-seam riding fastball up in the zone, but you're never going to get on top of that thing when it's up that high.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Runners on first with 1 down. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes. A.J. Pollock digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rout.
And he's set down 1 away.
And you know, pitching's a lot more than just velocity. You know, this guy, he's living proof. If you hit your spots, change speeds, you can get guys out with an 87, 88 mile-an-hour fastball. And
David Peralta will try to pick up where he left off. He doubled home a couple his first time around.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Colon pauses. Here's the first pitch. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And no throw, as it turns out, as he takes second with ease.
Yeah, timely gamble there. You really don't have a whole lot to lose, and it'll result in a 2-out.
Number 23 will step in. He's 0 for 2 to this point. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. The pitch count there. 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
2 out, nobody on. And the count will be full. High and deep to right center field. Back goes Pollock at the track. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Solo shot to right center. Number 25 for him on the year. And the Giants have come back to knock this one up at 2 apiece.
Well, there's one thing for certain. He's picking the right time to start getting hot right here. With the postseason right around the corner, they're going to be relying on his offense quite a bit. And hopefully, this is a preview of what everybody's going to see in October.
Hit hard to short. And a rather easy first out. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season.
Well, guys, he's one of the best in the league in that department right now. Every time he takes a hill.
Number 23 will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here, a solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. Lays off 1-0. Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second of the game, and it will stake the Giants a 4-2 lead.
Yeah, make it 4 home runs as a team now after that last one, and this guy's led the way with 2 of those 4. I tell you, I wouldn't give this guy.
Number 23 will get another shot at it here as we take you back to inning number 7. This was his second home run of the ball game, as he'd like nothing more than to make it 3 right here. Oh, he looks like he's swinging a garden hose out there as this is cut on and missed for strike 1.
And for as bad as he missed that pitch, you can bet we're going to see that again before this at-bat's over.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Oh, good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. In tight with the slider, 2-2.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. High in the air into shallow left center. Segura onto the grass. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Giants are down 1-2-3, but they still lead this one 4-2. An entertaining game all in all, so if we have to choose one who stood out among all others, why not go with this man right here? He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was tight throughout, but in the end, he really helped lead his guys to this victory.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Giants are victorious here, 4-2. Good night from Phoenix.
4 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on.
Saturday Night Baseball here on The Show as you get a look at Chase Field in downtown Phoenix. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the San Francisco Giants and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Now, if you love good pitching, this one's for you. First pitch is coming up. And a look now at Bruce Bochy's lineup card for the Giants. Eric, who should we keep an eye on?
Well, I think you better look out for that cleanup hitter. He's been destroying the ball lately. 7 home runs in the last 10 games. You got to be careful when working with him. If he gets a pitch he can drive, he's not getting cheated.
Patrick Corbin is on the mound for the Diamondbacks. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, he's having a very nice season so far. You look at that ERA in the low 2s. Looking to continue that trend here in this one.
Number 23 will stand in, coming off a 2-home-run game a night ago.
And he's been hitting the ball out of the yard, too. A whole bunch of home runs in his last 10 games. And yesterday was a good one, too.
Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. So they get a man to second here in the top half, but he's stranded there. It's the Giants. Number 23 will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
And, you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Oh, that one got the pitcher. No chance to make the play. Let's just hope he's okay on the mound. And now they'll hustle out there and attend to their pitcher, and that was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee. But if there's one thing I know about this guy, he will not want to come out of this game. And from all indications, it looks like he's going to try to continue. Brandon Belt is at the plate now, flied out in his first at-bat.
And I'm sure he'd like a base hit right now here of any sort. But, hey, another fly ball wouldn't be all that bad because he should be able to drive in a run with a sacrifice fly.
Runner goes for second. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw, and no throw as he'll just hang on to it.
Now batting, third baseman.
You know, it seems like every time we check these out and show motion, it always looks like the bat breaks the plane. Look here, sure enough, I don't think...
Madison Bumgarner will stand in now with the bases loaded, 2 away, and a chance to really help himself out.
And at the very least, he's got to focus on getting something in play. He can really help himself out with just a simple single here.
Here it comes, 0-2. Still sticking with the fastball, but this time he lays off. It's 1-2.
A good high fastball. Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. And now, I might anticipate another slider down in the zone. Maybe even in the dirt.
Ball that's outside.
2 balls and 2 strikes to the former World Series MVP.
Oh, that's a tough take, but a good one. The pressure's still squarely on the pitcher out there. He's still got to come in.
Line drive to left, and that's in there. Base hit. 1 run scores. And a relay home. The tag from Castillo is not in time, and the run's in to score.
Well, you know that old saying, anybody with a bat in his hand is dangerous, and sure enough, it's the pitcher that comes through here, and he drives in too.
Number 23 will step in. He's singled in 2 trips thus far. This is hit high and deep out to left. Tomas racing back. Gone! A solo shot here to left, and that is 27 for him on the year. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Well, apparently these guys didn't see the highlights from yesterday because he had 2 home runs a day ago. Now he's got another home run right here. Now obviously this pace won't last, but man, he is hitting everything in sight.
Number 23 will stride in again, and you can bet he'd love to do again what he did back in the 4th. A solo home run here that's been the only long ball of the game so far. Into the windup and the pitch. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Chopped foul right at home plate. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Tried to work it back to that low inside corner, but it misses. 1-2. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Pollock going back on it, and this one is gone. A home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center, his 2nd home run of the game, as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Well, there's one thing for certain. He's picking the right time to start getting hot right here. With the postseason right around the corner, they're going to be relying on his offense quite a bit. And hopefully, this is a preview of what everybody's going to see in October.
Hit on the ground to short. Reined in. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
What a difference 5 days can make. He's been a totally different pitcher out there compared to his last start. The command is much better. The pitches are much sharper. Even the body language tells me he's got things under control.
Number 23 gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7.
And we'll see here if he can come through. It can be discouraging to see opportunities like this late in a ball game go untapped.
Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Hit hard back up the middle, and that is through into center field. A base hit around third and being waved on home. The run scores from second.
Tack on another run there. They've put up 11 now in the ball game, and this offense is definitely running on all cylinders.
A.J. Pollock will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ball game so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down right now. And we've seen some really fantastic pitching in this one.
On its tailor-made to short. 6, 4, 3, and they turn the double play.
Now batting, catcher, Wellington Castillo.
Number 23 will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, we take you back to inning number 6. This was his second home run of the ball game as he'll stand in here looking for number 3. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Had him reaching that time. It's strike 1. A little bouncer. But that one rolls foul. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Well, he fails here in his bid.
Gene Segura will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, guys, not really providing the spark that they usually hope to get out of him. Maybe he can make something happen right here.
Throw to first takes care of him, and now the Diamondbacks are down to their final out.
Left fielder, Yasmani Tomas.
And quite a lot of offense in this one, but if we had to highlight one guy that made the difference, there he is. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs. Really put his guys on his back and carried them to the victory.
So that's a wrap here tonight. Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, you've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Facebook at MLB The Show. The Giants are victorious here, 12-1.
The winning pitcher
Good night
is
from
Madison
Phoenix.
Bumgarner. His record is now 17-6.
Back here on the MLB pregame show, Matt Vasgersian getting you set for the finale of this 3-game set. That'll come your way in mere moments, but first we'll take a look at the Topps Player Spotlight. Cam will be in the glow, and he's coming off a very nice game in which he racked up 4 hits and just looked dialed in at the plate.
Yeah, anytime you get yourself 4 base knocks in a game, you're doing something right. You might have gotten a couple of gifts in terms of good pitches to hit, but, you know, it's not about the pitches you get, it's what you do with them. And from what I saw, the balls were flying all over the yard off his bat. That performance was big for his team, and I'm sure they're hoping he can do it again in this one.
All right, lineups and first pitch are coming up next. Stay tuned for that right here on the show. From Phoenix, Arizona, players and fans alike are enjoying the luxury of the closed booth and air conditioning. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend series between the San Francisco Giants and the Arizona Diamondbacks. This pitcher's duel between Greinke and Cueto is next. And here's how the visiting San Francisco Giants line up in this one. Who stands out to you, EK?
Well, we'll see if Hunter Pence can keep swinging a hot stick. He's coming into this one looking to build off of 4 hit performances last time out. We'll have to wait and see if he can stay hot.
Zach Greinke gets the start for Arizona in this one. Eric, any thoughts?
Yeah, guys, in his last start, he gave us the 5 and dive. Didn't get a decision. He'll be looking to go a little deeper in this one and hopefully end up with a win.
Number 23 will get his first shot now, and he's seen that average climb a bit here recently thanks to what he's done over the course of these last 5 ball games. Greinke looks in. First pitch on its way. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. EK, these Diamondbacks, as they begin play, they come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Well, they've been outscored by a ton here in the first 2 games of this series. I mean, they haven't even been close.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate.
Nope.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
I think Lawrence is pretty consistent and respected for his strike zone. He doesn't seem to miss many pitches too often.
Oh, he wanted that one, but it misses for ball 3.
You don't want to lose the leadoff hitter here. Not when you got this guy on deck.
Hit out of play, and it's a full count now. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Pollock is there, and that's the first out of the inning. And with that, let's bring in a look at the defensive alignment for the Diamondbacks. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, when you talk about
number 23 stands in.
Shortstop, number 23.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Greinke gets the sign. Here it is on 0-2. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. The 1-2 pitch. And another foul ball. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut. I think he took a little exception to that location.
Yeah, and so would I if I was down there. If you want to work inside, that's fine. But once you get up over the letters and closer to my head, now we're talking about a different story.
Oh, and I think that got him in the foot. Throw gets him, so they are able to get an out on an unusual play. And hopefully the pitcher's okay. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg. And that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be. A.J. Pollock will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. I think a few of these folks need to get out of the sun. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Number 23 will be the batter. 0 for 2 thus far.
23.
Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
A strike away now from getting through 6 shutout innings here, and that's no small feat against this lineup.
Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that number 23 will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one. Usually a major force in their offense.
A fastball here too low. It's 1-0.
No strike.
This is pulled into right. Peralta is there, 1 away.
And that's one of those plays.
A handful of fine individual performances to choose from in this one, boys. But what do you say we go ahead and let this man take home the hardware? He's our tops player of the game.
Final line score.
Yeah, he only